Okay. We're gonna test this out before we get back onto a multiplayer thing. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 stages in multiplayer and try to take off. We're gonna get exercising. But we're just gonna get some people in the chat here. Motion's working. Got my dash working. You wouldn't believe what I had to do to get. Why is this guy out here in shorts? You wouldn't believe what I had to do to get this dash working. It's insane. Like, I've never done anything like that before. But anyway, this looks really good in the rain.
4 right, into 2 left, tightens 1.
Still doesn't feel like threatening, like the amount of rain, but it does make it feel,
6 left.
you know, I feel the vibe of rain now, the atmosphere of rain.
2 left, keep in, and 3 right, 40.
Going all over the place.
50. 2 left opens, 80.
Getting the feel for everything again, and making sure all my gear works.
2 right, don't cut, and 3 left very long, opens, 80. 6
No,
left.
we're fucked. Okay. We're getting a feel for it. These are the bushes I was talking about, by the way. Like those would definitely not feel good to run into, but you know, your car could definitely run them over and be fine. Okay, so everything's working fine. Gear's all good. Only thing it's not working is my bash shifter, but that's because that's the only thing it's not plugged in. I have no more ports. I need 1 more port. I have 2 more USB ports on my PC, but for some reason I can't get them to work. I think I just ran out of USB power. I don't know. Let's set up a lobby here. You guys want to grease? So yeah, we'll do the same thing, but with I think we can only do, yeah, rain on this one. So we'll definitely do rain. And let's do 100% starting road wetness. And we'll do dirty. Okay. Lobby settings. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back in there. So yeah, we'll do like 1 or 2 races just because you know, it's kind of unfair of me to start this and then just kind of give up because I was frustrated. But I had to get this stuff situated, and I felt like pressure to get it done like quickly if I was like live in a stream. So I wanted to make sure and take a little bit of pressure off myself so I could think properly. You got any? Yes, we're staying with remove spare tire. We're staying with the softs. And I still don't think we're allowed to change our gearbox, right? No. Okay. And obviously we don't need any repairs. Hopefully we'll get someone in here, but this is going to be a brutal stage being all wet like this. I wish I had had some like mud. You know, like, you know, mud does get on your windshield when you're driving. And it's kind of weird to not have mud hit your windshield in a rally game, you know, because with this amount of wetness and rain, there would definitely be some puddles, there'd be some mud, you know, wet dirt thrown around. So yeah, they need to improve that, hopefully, or implement it, because I don't think it's implemented at all. I'm glad that we have like some raindrops on the windshield now. I don't think we even had raindrops on the windshield. Now we have like a little bit of snow accumulation. Seems like they're tidying things up a little bit on the immersion level. I like that. Yeah, everyone's like, trying to let me breathe a little bit. They're like, let's let him calm down and then we'll rejoin the stream. Yeah, that was really frustrating. I wonder if we can adjust our... Yeah, we can. See if we can get our windshield wipers set up to... Cycle wipers. Selected device not allowed. What? Oh, I think I... Okay, it's right here. Oh, it's already the thing for it. Oh, look at that. I didn't know I had these set up for this. Nice. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this happens. Sometimes when I press once, it'll click once. But sometimes when I press once, it'll go twice. And it doesn't always happen. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. See if we can set that up. Maybe we have something else set for that same thing. It's like interfering. Okay, up. It's 14. So, anything else with 14? No. Thank you. Well, maybe if we just take this off, maybe it's automatic. Maybe it already is doing that. Oh, wait. Look at this. Hey, it was... So that's what's happening. It's already by default set up as the keyboard. So it's emulating the keyboard. That's what's going on. Nice. Okay. So now we can navigate with this thing. Nice. We don't have to touch our mouse anymore. We don't have to touch our mouse anymore. Is that a good thing? I don't think so. Let's see. So that's that button, yeah. This is page. Kind of getting used to our layout here. Okay. And let's see if we have anything else we can set up while we're here. Cycle lights. Yep. Yep. We don't really use that stuff. I don't really know how to use this stuff effectively, so... Thank you. Around car. I don't really need that. Yeah, I think we're good. Pause is B1. I think that's this button. Where's this next multifunction display? What does that mean? Okay, so let's... Yeah, no one's in here. Thank you. I guess we're just gonna wait for a little bit. If anyone's in the chat, feel free to chat it up with me, because I got all the time in the world, I guess. Maybe no one wants to join this because I got it set for pretty brutal settings. Like, that looks miserable. Oh, man. At this rate, we're gonna do just one, because I have to get going, and I have to exercise, and I have to eat my last time before the end of today. And what time is it? 4:52. Yeah, if we don't get someone in here really quick, we'll just do some, Actually, let's go ahead and exit. We'll give... If someone wants to race before the end of the stream, we'll do that. We did follow through. Like, we were racing with Trev and a couple other people, but, you know, you saw what happened. Let's do a time attack, I guess. Well, let's do this Greece stage, because, you know, Greece is hot right now. And, you know, we're kind of warmed up, sliding around a bit on the asphalt of Monaco. It'd be nice not having to use the mouse anymore. Make sure all my shit works. Oh, the clutch still doesn't work reliably. That guy's face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, kinks, over crest. Into, 4 right, into, 2 left, tightens 1. Into, 3 right, tightens 1, 40. 6 left. Into, 3 right, into, 2 left, keep in, and 3 right, 40. 5 right long, 50. 2 left opens, 80, over crest. 2 right, don't cut. And 3 left very long, opens, 80. 6 left. Into, 3 right, caution, ditch outside, 80. 4 right. Into, 4 left, caution, ditch outside, 70. 4 right, 50. 3 right, 50. 4 left. Into, 3 right, caution, tightens 2, and 3 left, 40. 5 right. Into, 4 left long, over crest, 90. 4 left, keep in, and 4 right. And 4 left, short, over crest, 60. 4 left.
It's fine.
Into, 3 right. And 5 left, short, 70, over crest. 4 right, tightens. Into, 4 left, very long, tightens 3, late. And 5 right,
Oh,
40.
shit. Okay. Woo.
4 right, short, 60. 4 right, 60. 4 right, tightens, very long. Into, 2 left, tightens, keep it. And 4 right, 40.
Ah, damn, we're not doing the best here. Well, we'll do this one more time, and this will be our baseline.
1 right, opens. And 2 right, 80.
Okay, we gotta get back on track
4
here.
right. And 4 left, don't cut, 100. 3 left, tightens. Into, 2 right, tightens. And 4 left, over crest. And 4 right, long, 80.
Damn.
2 left, tightens. And 2 right, opens, 50.
Yeah, we're fucking up.
4 left. And 5 right, short, 90. 5 right, caution, tightens 3, keep in, and 5 left. And 4 right, long.
There is a
tightens.
caution there. I just didn't pay attention to it. Okay, we're fine. Let's go ahead and restart this, because I got a feel for the car now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, kinks, over crest. Into, 4 right, into, 2 left, tightens 1. Into, 3 right, tightens 1, 40. 6 left. Into, 3 right, into, 2 left, keep in, and 3 right, 40. 5 right long, 50. 2 left opens 80 over crest. 2 right, don't cut. And 3 left very long, opens 80. 6 left, into 3 right, caution, ditch outside, 80. 4 right, into 4 left, caution, ditch outside, 70. 4 right, 50. 3 right, 50. 4 left, into 3 right, caution, tightens 2, and 3 left, 40. 5 right, into 4 left long, over crest,
let's go, man.
90. 4 left, keep in, and 4 right, and 4 left, short,
shit,
over crest, 60.
Okay, that's that. Nexus, what's up? We're just waiting for someone to join in so we can do multiplayer. We're just kind of messing around. We had some issues in the first part of the live stream today and then got frustrated. I ended up quitting the live stream early to see if I can do some troubleshooting for my motion and also for my my digital dash, because I didn't know what gear I'm in. I'm just like doing everything by feel. So now that we got all that set up, like I'm just trying to get back in the mental headspace.
2, 1, go, kinks, over crest, into 4 right, into 2 left, tightens 1, into 3 right, tightens 1, 40, 6 left, into 3 right, into
how you doing?
2 left, keep in, and 3 right, 40, 5 right long, 50, 2 left opens, 80 over crest.
Something wrong with my brake pedal. Wait a second. Oh shit.
2 right, don't cut.
My thing came unscrewed. Uh-oh. You haven't played AC Rally? Yeah, okay, you wanna join in multiplayer? Yeah, I don't know what just
3 left
plugged
very long,
in.
opens,
Oh
80.
shit. Okay, my pedals just stopped working. So there's okay. Wait a second. Still got no pedals. Let's see what's going on here. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? I don't have the Camus app on this new operating system. And I wasn't able to get by my fucking own firewall. Let's see if it'll let me. Oh wait, Camus app. Downloads. See, it says I can't. It won't let me get past this. Oh, here you go. This is a different one. Sim Racing firmware update. Racing Sim. Okay, it's this one. I don't know if I need this one too. This will probably. Yeah, so like when I switched from Windows 10 to Windows 11, all my apps switched over, but then I had to reinstall my entire operating system because my firewall got corrupted. And I had to re-download every single application I ever had on my PC. So I'm still finding out I need this and this and this. I need this driver. I need this. It's fucking so frustrating. And I thought I had everything figured out because everything was working. You guys saw it was working fine. And then... Okay, sure. I don't know. And then, I mean, you saw what happened, right? Like, it just stopped working out of fucking nowhere because... Sure, yeah. I accept. Okay, I don't know if yes. Finish. Damn, there's a lot of drivers I didn't have. Install. Yeah, Windows 10 seemed to work just fine, but in order to get my USB 4.0 Type C to work, did I do this? I had to switch over to Windows 11 because my motherboard wouldn't let me install the drivers because they only had Windows 11 drivers for the USB 4.0. So I had a total of 2 USB Type C ports that I couldn't use until I upgraded to Windows 11. So I'm like, well, I have to do it. And then I started, you know, appreciating some of Windows 11, like for some of the improvements to my CPU, like it allows it to do certain scheduling tasks differently. And so that was cool. But then I had to switch literally everything over to this new account. You know, I had to reactivate my Windows license and everything. And I didn't have that. Like, I bought my Windows 10 license over 10 years ago, I think. So I didn't have any of that. Okay, so it's still not seeing my pedals. What is this? Yes. Okay, that's firewall settings. I think I have my pedals plugged into the... You have to have the pedals plugged into a USB 2.0 for the pedals to work. So I think I said it the wrong ones. Okay, please. Okay, it found the pedals now. That's good. There we go. Okay, it's my same settings, looks like. It saved my settings from the last setup. Okay, so I think we should be good to go now. I think we should be able to continue on. There we go. There we go. The brake pedal feels right, I think.
Into 3 right, caution, ditch outside 80.
Okay, you want to hop in here, Nexus? I'll do a quick multiplayer with you, and then I'll take off because I got to get exercise, and it looks like no one else is joining in. So, you want to do a quick multiplayer? I don't know what my latency is on. Okay, so you can hear me pretty good. So it's probably like 2 or 3 seconds latency, not bad. What's your favorite stage? We'll do your favorite car class to make things interesting for the stream, so I can crash a lot more. What's your favorite car? I don't have my H pattern set up, so keep that in mind. I mean, I can drive any of these cars without it. It'll let me, but Uh, hopefully you're watching on your PC. Let's do Rally 2. Okay, nice. So we'll just stay in this car. What's your favorite stage or favorite location? I need some dental work. My fucking back teeth hurt in my left side. I'm falling apart. I am falling apart. We're all falling apart to a degree, I guess. Haven't played Grease much, okay. I've been playing that mostly since the new update. So I guess either one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch time by toe, in the holler, I'm going, my mom's down, man, what, and you, no. Oh, you want Monte Carlo? Okay, let's do Monte Carlo. We were just trying to do that. You want to do snow or no snow? I'm fine with either. I like snow. Actually, I probably like snow better than paved. But, because it's kind of closer to dirt. What you want? We got Col de Turini and Cisteron. You wanna do that? Cisteron? Any preference on stage? Coldy, okay. Any preference on stage you want? Any? Okay, I'm just gonna click 10 times from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this one. And do you care if we do snow? Or no? Snow or no? Snow or no? Blizzard? Blizzard? Hopefully you're okay with that. Weather forecast. I'm gonna set it up just in case you say yeah. Don't mind it. Nice. Okay, let's hit snow. And then we'll do random. 59. There we go. Dirty grip. Dirty grip. Let's do it. Never tried on snow. Be interesting. Nice. Okay. So just go easy on it. Go easy. So I think that's everything we need. We can do the tire setup when we get in there. Well, here we go. Join on in, Nexus. I think it should be visible now. We were trying to do this earlier, but I kept on making the mistake of not changing the stage. I thought it was gonna snow, so I kept on choosing snow tires. I don't know if you were there for that, were you? So we were just using snow tires on the fucking dry pavement. Oh, okay, it's not snow yet, but weird. I'm gonna just go ahead and keep the snow tires because based on my settings, I think it's gonna snow. We'll just set ready so whenever you pop in here, be ready to go. I'm curious if you're going to pick the Skoda or the i20. I mean, the i20 used to be my favorite car. Okay, we got Nexus in here. The i20 used to be my favorite car in this game. The Skoda just blew it out of the water in terms of intuitive handling, you know? Just very neutral feeling car. Like, you can really get what you want out of it. As long as you're used to all-wheel drive cars. Which I think the majority of people are that play these kind of games. And that like these kind of games. Ooh, it looks fucking pretty! I like how the raindrops actually interact with the windshield wipers properly now. Okay, we got some snow. I don't know why it was raining at first and now it's snowing, but that's... I like it. Oh man, we got some... Now this kind of feels like a blizzard. It's not quite a blizzard, but it's a little bit closer to a blizzard than it was before this last update. I like this. Visibility's low and it's not a constant visibility like there's sheets. There's like wafting bits of snow particulate that go across the course. Ah, wow, that's great. See how it's not like, it's kind of dynamic, you know? Here we go. Oh wait, we have to wait for Nexus, I think. I like this. I can't wait till the snow accumulates a bit more though.
2, 1. 3 left, Bath Junction, narrows, over crest.
Hey, it's the same state we just
3
did.
right, tightens, into 2 left, tightens, and 3 left, into 2 right, into 1 left.
Oh my god, it's slippery as hell. Okay, it's dangerous. Hopefully, you're going easy on the throttle and the brakes.
3 right, 40. Open hairpin right. 4 left, long, don't cut. Brake, into 3 right, into 2 left, tightens.
Visibility's
2 left,
low,
tightens,
traction's
60.
low, fun is max.
3 right, long, tightens late, 40. 2 left, tightens. And 3 right, tightens 2, late, 50.
Oh,
3
little
right,
French kiss.
into 1 left, long. And 2 right, long.
I wish you could adjust the speed of the windshield wipers.
Into 1 left, long, don't cut.
I don't like how slow they are.
5 right, 40.
Ooh, okay.
2 right, long. Into 1 left, long, don't cut. And 2 right, long, opens.
Oh, almost hit that thing.
Into 2 left.
Nope.
And 3 right, into 2 left,
Shit.
60.
Gave it a little bit too much gas out of that, as you saw. Oh, we're about to do a 20-point turn. Great. Okay, we're back on it.
2 right, tightens late, and 4 right, long, keep in, 40.
Getting progressively slipperier.
5 right, 40.
A little bit more predictable,
Caution,
though.
Brake, 5 right, into 2 left.
Bottom of my right foot really itches
2
bad.
right, long, 50. 5 left, long. Into, open hairpin left, tightens late.
That should be a caution. After a 5,
Into,
come on.
3 right, opens, 100. 3 right, 60. 3 right, long, tightens late. 4 right, short,
Oh.
50.
Oh, no, no. Ooh, okay, fine.
6 left, long, don't cut, 100. 3 right, tightens, 40. 3 left.
Shit. Okay, we're good.
Into 2 right. And 3 left. Into 2 right, tightens. 5 left, 40.
Oh,
2 left, tightens, 50. 2 right. And 2 left opens, 60. 3 right, 60. Caution, 4 right, brake. Into, hairpin left. 5 right. And 5 left, short, 80. Caution, 3 left, into hairpin right, 150. Into 1 right, long, 3 left, and 4 right, and 5 left, into 3 right, into 2 left. And 4 right, 50. 5 5 right. Brake, 2 left, long. 80. 4 left, short, don't cut, 40. 3 right. And 4 left. And 5 right, short, 90. Caution, 4 right, brake, into open heading left. 5 right, 100. 4 left, into 3 right. Brake, into hairpin right. 3 left.
Shit.
5 right, 60. 4 left and 5 right, 70. 3 right long, tightens 2, late. And 4 left and 4 right, 40. 5 right, brake, into 3 left, into 2 right. And 3 right and 4 left. Into 2 left, tightens. 4 left, short, 40. Caution, 3 left, keep in, and 3 right, and 2 left, tightens, and 4 right, and 4 left, don't cut, into 3 right, 50. 2 right, and 2 left, opens. Brake, into hairpin left. 3 right long, tightens late.
Shit, I knew I had that wrong.
Into 2 left.
Having trouble, like,
Into
keeping
heading
focus on the
right.
screen for some reason.
Two right, opens. And 2 left, into 2 right, tightens. And 3 left. Caution, 3 right, brake, into hairpin left. 4 left. 3 right. Into 2 left. And
Fuck.
2 right, long.
She's getting slippery.
And 3 left. Brake, into hairpin right. 3 right, into 2 left. And 3 right.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
Kink right, into 3 left, 70. 4 left. Caution, 3 right, tightens 2. And 2 left long, tightens late. And 4 right, opens. And 5 left. Into 3 right, tightens. 2 right. And 2 left, tightens. 4 left, into 3 right, tightens late. Into 2 left, into 2 right, late. 2 left, and 3 right, and 4 left, short, 90.
No, 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 no. Okay.
4 right, into 3 left, short, into 3 left, 40. 2 right, tightens. And 3 left, tightens, 40. Open hairpin right.
Uh-oh.
4 left. Into 4 left, tightens 2. And 2 right through tunnel. 4 left, short. Caution, 2 right, into 1 left. And 3 right, into 3 left, and 3 right. And 3 left. and 4 left, and 5 right.
Oh, no. Hey, oh my god. Okay.
Brake, 2 right, opens. 2 left, long, opens late. And 4 right, narrows, 70. 2 right, tightens late, 70.
Hey, Dad. Oh, shit.
4 left, long.
Shit.
And 4 right, 5 left, and kinks, 50. 5 right, 40. Caution, 4 left, brake. Into 2 left. And 4 right long, tightens 2, late, 40. 3 left, brake. Into hairpin left. And 2 right, finish. Stop the marshals.
Okay. We didn't die. I'll do one more here and then we'll take off. That was a nightmare. Oh, good job, Nexus. Oh, it said you had a time of 9 minutes. That's weird. Why did it say 9 minutes? Oh, did you get a penalty? Good job either way. You have any... Let's do a grease one, since you said that at first. Yeah, it definitely was. You gotta be real gentle with every input. I crashed maybe like 4 or 5 times, so don't feel bad. And I kissed. No pin. I'm not sure what that means. No pin? Hey, hey, hey! Ho, ho, ho! Here we go! 5 more seconds. You guys watch Jerry Mitchell-arc at all? Hey, it changed that time, so that's the key right there. It looked like it still had weather on. I don't know, but I don't think snow was allowed in Greece. I've never seen snow on Greece, but I think they always go there at a certain time of year. Yeah, I think this one's dry, Nexus. I don't think they're... Actually, wait, it might be rain, because it said something about weather. I didn't set the weather. I just left it at whatever it was, so we might be going into some weather. Okay, it's raining. Sorry about that. Is Gomafu in here? Oh, you chose the I-20. Interesting. Let me see if repairs actually count for anything. Yeah, everything's normal. So I guess, yeah, damage is not set for, Can you change the gearbox in this? No. Okay, I guess I'm ready. Yeah, sorry. I just left it at whatever it was, thinking we might get a chance at a snow stage, but I was like, there's no snow in Greece. There we go. Let's see what kind of grip we got. Okay. This is on the pavement, so I think there's a little chunk of pavement on this stage. I don't know if you...
Five,
yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4 right on gravel, 60. 2 right, tightens 1, don't cut, and 6 left, 170.
Okay, this isn't so bad. Just visibility's kind of low.
Hairpin left. And 5 right.
Oh, yeah.
90. 4 right. And 5 left, long. Into 4 right, 80. 3 right, long, 100. 6 right. Into 4 left, caution, tightens 2, late, ditch outside. 130. 5 right. And 5 left. Into 4 right. And 4 left, long. 40. 3 left, opens, long, 130. 4 right, tightens 3, very long, 80, over crest.
Oh, we're going off. Oh! Well, our car's lighter now.
2 left,
Car's fucked up, I think.
100.
Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of
5 right.
pushing the car
very
too hard,
long.
obviously.
And kink left.
We got suspension damage,
100,
feels
over
like.
crest. 4 right, long. Tightens
Yeah, it's as
3,
fast as we can
over
go.
crest, and opens late, 170.
Okay, we gotta be real careful.
Kink right, into 3 left, keep in, 60. 4 right, long, keep right. And 4 left, 40. 5 left. And 6 right, over crest, 60. 6 left long, tightens 5, late, over crest, 90. Over crest, into 5 right, 100. 3 left, keep in, 60. 4 right, tightens 3, 130.
Okay, got a little bit out of control there.
Don't cut, 80.
She's getting a little bit
4 right,
sloppy.
60. 6 right, 170.
I got no balls uphill.
6 left, 70.
Yeah, our shit's fucked.
Brake, kink right, over crest, into 3 left opens. Caution, ditch outside, 40. Kink left, into hairpin right, 50. 5 right opens, long. 80. 6 right, brake, into hairpin left, opens. 4 left, opens, 100. 5 left, tightens. And 6 right, 200. 4 right, keep in, and 5 left, short. Into 3 right, opens, over crest, 100. 3 right, 70, over crest. 6 right, long, 100. 4 left, keep in. And 5 right, 90. 5 right, 150, over bump. Flat left, 50. 5 left, 50. 5 right, brake. Into 3 left, over crest, 40. 4 right, keep in, over crest. And 5 right opens, over crest, 100. 5 right, 90, over bump. Into 4 left, over crest.
Oh shit.
And
Me to get that close.
Short.
Suspension's fucked.
And 5 left, 100 over crest. 4 left, short, 170 on asphalt. 6 left. Into 5 right.
Are we on the asphalt?
Small cut.
Oh, here it is.
Into 5 left, tightens 4. Late, over crest, 40. Kink left, into 3 right, 60. Kink right, 80.
Damn it.
2 left opens, very long, 90. Three right on gravel, 40, narrows.
Get. Okay, well, we're totally fucked. This is as fast as we go now. Hey, did they fix the damage? It seems like they might have fixed the damage to where, like, you can actually fuck your car up.
5 right.
We might have to do some testing after this. Okay, well, hopefully we're close to the end. I think our engine's about to die. Okay, we're getting lower and lower. We're going 10 miles an hour. Come on.
Into 3 left, narrows.
Well, this is great. This is awesome. I mean, I feel like I should have gotten to this point sooner, but damage seems to matter more now. Maybe they patched the update because they saw my video and they're like, okay, we're tired of this fucking guy talking shit about our game. This is great. I'm gonna have to put this in a video and show that this is
And
improved.
Right.
Hey, we're getting some speed. Come on now, we're at 10 miles an hour again.
Junction.
Picking
go
up
left.
speed.
Into 3 left.
I wish you could check how much.
Into 2 right opens, long, 200 over crest.
These guys on the left side, they're like, yay! Yay! Come on, give me. Oh, there's no way I'm getting over this hill. I think we're done here. We done it, boys and girls. That's it, I think. Let's see. Hey! She won't start! She won't start! Yes! Fuck yes! That's it! That's amazing! Oh, wait. She won't start. Last time, no matter what we did, we could always get it to at least start. I can hear kind of like an engine, but it won't go. Let's see if we go backwards. We can't even start her in reverse. Thank you! We got it! We got some damage now. I guess we have to retire. That's awesome. I am so happy about that. I mean, I know I shouldn't be because I crashed, but that is amazing. We finally got some real damage, guys. Okay, let's get rid of some weather here. Well, the weather is random. Let's keep it at random. That's fine. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's go to Wales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good job, guys. That was so great to see that. I need to do some further testing, and we need to determine if this game is finally brutal in every way. You know, the time trials are one thing, right? They're almost, I guarantee they're never going to adjust time trials to be brutal damage because they want people to do time trials and they want people to participate. They want people to have fun. And they want to lower the barrier of entry as much as possible, probably. And time trials are a way to do that. So they're probably going to keep all the hardcore stuff to, like, career mode when they implement that. I don't think there is a career mode right now. And then, like, the rally weekends, whatever they want to call them. Oh, we got snow? Oh, yeah, this is in Wales. Okay. Hey, we got another person in here. Uwasabenjifit. Uwasabenjifit. That's an interesting name. So now that there's fucking snow, There's no choice for snow tires. What? Okay, I guess here we go. It's like rain snow. That's weird. Looks cool. Let's see what kind of... yeah, it feels all right. Oh, our braking distance is insane. Oh my god. Okay, well there's a fucking penalty. I think we're locked. Our controls are locked. I can't do anything. It looks badass with this new snow particle effects. Watch out, everybody, for your braking distance if you can hear me in the chat. Okay, I don't know why we can't go. Maybe it's like penalizing us because we hit that guy. I definitely didn't expect that low of grip levels. But I guess given that the weather is severe. Okay, let's give her another try.
5.
There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Flat left, 40. Kinks, 100.
Wow, this looks amazing.
Flat right into 5 left, over crest, keep in. Flat right, 50. Flat left, keep left, 60. 5 right, keep out, 150. 6 right, over crest, caution, 5 right. Brake, into 3 left, short, dip, 60. Kinks, 100.
Oh no. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. That would have been really bad in real life, but we can get away with it in this game.
Flat left, 50. 4 left, and 4 right, long. Into 3 left, short, 70. 4 right, 40. 4 right, very long, over crest. Into
oh, no.
left, long, tightens 3, late. Caution, through gate, into 2 right, short, cut. And 3 right, tightens late, small cut. And 5 left.
Traction is so low.
Into 3 right, long. Into 2 left. Caution, square left, don't cut. 40. Hairpin right, 40. Hairpin left.
Yeah, we're back.
5 right, 40.
Oh shit. You should have joined in, Trev. I got everything
6
working
right,
again.
100.
Except for my pedals stopped working mid-brace on my first...
Small cut and 5 left. Junction.
My
go
first,
left, into 3 right long, don't cut, late.
Go back on the... Oh shit, I don't know what he said.
5
okay.
left, don't cut, and 5 right. 3 right long, tightens late, small cut, 80. 3 left, long, don't cut, keep in. Junction, go left. 3 left, don't cut, 40. 6 right, 100, over crest. Late, 2 left, don't cut. And 3 right, into 2 left, don't cut. And 3 right, very long, tightens late. Caution, logs inside, 50, over crest. Into 3 left, don't cut. And 3 right, very long.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Kinks, over crest, into 5 left, 60,
okay.
over crest.
Bulldoze.
Caution, brake, junction, square right, 80. 5 right.
They definitely updated the game to so wet weather feels a lot more threatening physics-wise. It didn't used to feel threatening at all. It's almost like it didn't matter. It was almost just a visual layer. But now it's now it actually matters. This is great. Matters a lot.
Finish.
Okay, I don't think I did very good on this one. Had some pretty serious accidents there. We'll see how we did.
And stop at the marshals.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It seems like the game is in a better state than I thought it was. I thought it was a little bit further behind in terms of the progress with the wet weather physics, and it seems like I said, it seems like our damage actually mattered last stage. Okay, good job Gomafu, good job Nexus. He looks like he got a 10-second penalty for something. You want to join in here, Trev? Well, I'll do one more here. Let's see. We haven't done this one yet. I guess we'll just keep it at realistic weather. Let's see. See, it says random. Let me keep it at random, but I think. Yeah, let's just keep it at random. And then we're gonna turn this to 0. Oh, that's why, because it says starting snow level. Okay, you can't go any lower than that. That's funny. Let's do optimal. See if we can get some faster times here. Okay, we got 5 seconds. I don't think you're gonna make this one, Trev, but it's gonna be our last stage, I think, because I need a fromage. Isn't fromage cheese? I gotta go exercise still, and my hands getting a bit sore. Besides all the frustration, it's been a fun stream, and got some things figured out, I guess, for next stream. Has not been a smooth stream by any stretch of the word. I don't know if you can still join in, Trev, but try to if you, Okay, I guess we got wet tires already. I'll be ready. Hey, Trev back in here. Nice. Good job, you made it. Hey, we got George in here too. Now the server's picking up on the last fucking go. That's doesn't that figure? That's how it works in life. Once you're ready, you're not. And once you're not, you have to be ready. Let's see if we can try to actually get a decent time here. I've been crashing a lot. Mostly because I've been having trouble focusing on the screen. Like my eyes are just going in and out of focus. Do you guys ever have that? Like where it's really hard to focus on any one point. I don't know if it's ADHD or, let's test our, okay, brake distance is not bad. Okay, yeah, I think we can do that. Good luck, everybody. I hate how you can't change back to... You can't change your gears at all. If I let my clutch go right now, I'm gonna lurch forward. I have my foot on the brake though, and my foot on the clutch. But I can't keep my hand on the handbrake right now because my hand hurts too bad. Trees look great. I wish they would add like some kind of effect of the leaves dripping. That's one thing that I've never seen, I don't think, in any racing game is leaves dripping. Like there's no physical properties to the leaves. Even if it's only like 10 leaves per tree. Oh,
4,
there we go.
3, 2, 1. 5 right and 5 left long, 130.
Wow, the asphalt looks amazing.
Short, don't cut, 150.
I wonder if these little pools of water actually affect your traction or if it's visual only. I don't know what he said.
6 left long, 80. 6 right long and 6 left. Caution. 3 right into 2 left tightens, don't cut. 5 right, 50.
Okay. Traction's not as good as I thought it was.
3 left opens, long.
Glad to know that on the
40.
that turn because it's not bad.
6 right over crest into 5 left long. Over jump maybe, caution. 6 right tightens late. Into 2 right over crest, don't cut. Into square left, don't cut. 200.
Feels like wet pavement.
Kink left into 4 right, don't cut. 40. Kink right into 3 left, short and sudden. 4 right, opens 50. Caution, brake, 5 left, over crest. Into hairpin right, tightens late.
Where is it?
60.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
4 right,
Almost lost it.
tightens 50. 4 left, very long, don't cut. Kink right and 4 left and 6 right, short. Caution, 2 left, tightens, small cut, keep in, 100. Kinks, over crest, 70. Kinks, caution, brake, 5 right, tightens, into, sudden, tight hairpin left. 40, over crest.
Being kind of cautious on these parts.
2 right long, opens 60. 4 right, bad camber, and 5 left long, 60. Kink right, into 4 left long, tightens late, don't cut. Caution, bad camber, 3 right long, 100. 6 left, and 5 right long.
Hey, you said bad
100.
camber. Nice.
Flat left into dip, 80 over bumps. Caution, 4 left and 4 right, don't cut. Flat left, long. Caution, 3 left, don't cut. And sudden, 3 right, keep in, 60. 5 left, very long, tightens 4, over crest, 80. Finish.
Okay, I don't think I did very good on that. I was pretty cautious, but we made it to the end of the stage at least without a serious accident.
Stop the marshals.
We'll see how we did. The pavement looks so fucking good. Everything looks so good wet now. Everything, it's amazing. This game is the best looking game I've ever seen, I think, when it comes to just overall environment, like these kind of environments. I don't think I've ever seen a better looking game. Okay, we're at second place. Looks like Trev might have crashed. Georgia DNF, so he totaled his car. Okay, well, we did all right. You know what? Just I want to see something really quick. I want to see the multiplayer is done. I actually didn't mean to disband from the multiplayer, so sorry about that. But I want to test something really quick. And I might just make a quick video of this so I can show my appreciation. And because this is a very important thing to me. So we're going to crash head on and see if we can total the car in one hit. Hopefully we'll find a fast enough section to where we can make that happen. Good job by the way, everybody. Yeah, rain is a lot of fun. I feel like, do you also feel like the rain actually matters now? Like, I felt like the grip levels didn't really make sense with the rain before, and it was almost just visual. And, yeah, good job, Nexus. You did great. Does everyone else feel like the rain actually, and the wet weather, like snow actually matters now? We're gonna find a straightaway, and we're gonna crash head on and see if we can total this car in one hit.
Half junction, narrows, over crest, 70. 3 right, tightens, into 2 left.
Okay, we need to find a...
And 3 left, into 2 right, into 1 left.
Wow, so much more grip in the dry. Wow, you can really
right,
push
40.
hard.
Open hairpin right.
Oh, shit.
4 left.
Wow,
long,
you can brake so late in the dry. Oh, my God.
Brake, into 3
It feels really
right,
intuitive
into 2
still.
left, tightens.
Like it feels, I can feel my tires, I can feel the weight of the car, I can feel my suspension working. This is how a rally game should feel. Like, I mean, this feels truly next generation, it really does. And it just keeps on feeling better.
Late 50.
We need to find a really fast section so we can get the speed and total the car. Hopefully one hit. Okay, here we go. This should total it.
2 right, long.
Okay, that should total it. But... Okay. Wait, did we turn damage on? Okay, car feels normal. Did we just get lucky and then like accidentally damage the car a lot somehow?
Right,
Yeah, the car still feels pretty normal. Maybe a little bit.
Long.
Fuck.
Into 1 left long. Don't cut.
I was trying to hit that tree and... You keep on getting stutter? What operating system are you running on? And what's your setup? Because I might be able to help with that, because I used to have stutter too, but I changed some settings.
2 left, 60.
Okay, the car still feels normal. Okay, maybe my damage is off. Let me check to see if damage is on. Because maybe on the update, maybe it reset everything. Or wait, no, it has to be in practice. Hardcore mode is on. So hardcore mode should mean that full damage is... Okay, so damage is still not good. I got too excited. I just got really fucking unlucky, I guess, with how I hit my car in that one stage to completely kill my engine. Windows 11, i5, 12th gen, 3070, 30... You have a pretty fucking awesome setup. I'm not too familiar with Intel, so I'm not really sure if they have the same capabilities, but, I mean, obviously, the big one is game mode on, Trev. If game mode isn't on, Windows 11 will throttle your games and make it run shitty. Another thing that's big with Windows 11, from what I heard, is what is it? I think hardware acceleration. I think I was instructed to turn that off based on my research. What else? I don't really know Intel CPUs too much, so if they have the same technology, like, do they have Infinity Fabric, and do they have, like, simultaneous multi-threading and all that kind of stuff, or is that just AMD? Or they probably have something similar to it, but it's just called something different. Let me see if I can... If any of my settings help you. It should be on graphic settings. So this one right here, optimizations for windowed games. I was told to turn this off because this causes a lot of complications, I think, for VR games specifically. And then also, I think it fights for priority, but I was told to definitely turn that off because it interferes with a lot of games. What else here? Yeah, this is the hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. I was told to turn that off to increase stability for gaming purposes. And keep in mind, I also stream and record as well, so it might just be for those kind of things. But, and then I also have turned I think certain firewall settings can interfere with gameplay as well. And you already know about all your USB stuff, I'm sure. So USB can cause stutters. So if you don't know, if you type in device manager in your search engine, and then you know, go all the way down to your USB devices. Actually, I have a USB device that's failed. I don't know what that is. This continues to fail. So what you want to do though is you want to go to all your hubs and your, you know, routers or whatever, all these different things, the controllers, and you want to right click it and go to properties and go to power management. What? All this stuff is back on? I turned all this shit off. This better not be fucking back on. All of it's back on? What the hell? Why did none of this save? Anyway, I guess I'm going to do it with you. So you want to make sure none of these say allow the computer to turn this device off to save power, because that can cause your shit to skip around or disconnect. Yeah, power settings are important. So look up, Trev, look up ultimate power. What is it? Ultimate power management or ultimate power settings. There's a setting. It's you have to go into. If you're comfortable going into command. I can't remember if that's what it's called. I'll show you in a second here. Let me do this really quick. There's another thing, another area that you need to address besides this too. I'm not really sure why this didn't fucking save. This really pisses me off. I mean, maybe this is why we were having so many issues with the pedals earlier, because maybe it was just disconnecting. Windows fucking 11 is like a shitty operating system for gaming. Like, it's great for some things, but not for fucking sim racing or VR. The two things that I'm most invested in and most want to do. But let me show you another area that, you know, maybe you don't know about. Okay. What is this? Okay, none of these are good, or none of these are bad. Okay. But if you scroll up to, where is it? Not ports. Where is it? No. No. Where is it? Why can't I think of... Oh, our fucking Bluetooth adapter is still not working too. This shit's fucking annoying. Why can't I think of what it is? Oh, I think right here. No. Wherever fucking controllers are, or okay, human interface. Okay, here we go. Human interface devices. So you want to go through these two and make sure these are not turning your shit off. You know, set up your power management on all. Okay, all these saved, but nothing else did. What the fuck? Shit's annoying. So, yeah, if you have any items over here, like, okay, all these USB input devices, you make sure that these are also not able to turn shit off. This is probably boring as hell to people, but yeah, you want to check your power settings and set it to ultimate, and I'll show you that in a second if you're still around. If you got to go, no big deal. Maybe you can just check it later or something like that, but it should be all of them. Okay, never mind. I guess we got to check through them all, because... Never mind. I thought we were almost done. I wish there was a setting to just turn everything off all at once. Okay, my mouse all of a sudden is losing tracking. It's a lot of little tedious work you gotta do to get your shit set up to where it works pretty flawlessly. Once I did this on Windows 10, like, my shit ran pretty flawlessly. Only rarely did I have some hiccups here and there. But Windows 11 has been really fighting me, and it's... I don't know why. Like, it keeps on changing my settings without my permission. Okay, I think that's all of it. Let's make sure it didn't reset these. Okay, we're good. Okay, so, and now you want to go to, says update, did it, 99% sure. Yeah, so if you go to power settings, edit power plan, change advanced power settings here. So you notice, oh, look at this. My power settings changed. Why the fuck would that happen? See how I have ultimate performance? This is not usually something you can have. It's not by default available. You have to actually go and Just making sure like everything's proper here. You have to go in and go into the command line. Okay, let's make sure. Never. Save changes. What the fuck? Why does it keep on doing that? Okay, now it's set to ultimate performance. Let's make sure everything's... Okay, that's good. Why does it keep on changing this shit? Okay, everything is set, I think. But how to get that, you go down to the search here and hit command prompt. And I think you could also do this in PowerShell, I think. But you want to go down here. I can't remember the exact code. Let me look it up. Let me show you what to search for. Just search for in your Google or whatever search engine, like how to enable ultimate power plan Windows 11. Okay, and then so right here, type or paste this command, power config. So you want to run as administrator, so you want to right click on the command prompt. But it says power config space, what was it, hyphen, duplicate scheme space E9 A42B02 hyphen or dash, wherever the fuck that is, D5DF-448D-AA 00-03F14749 EB61, and then press enter, and that'll unlock your ultimate power plan. It's pretty easy, or like you said, you can just like copy and paste this, and then when you right click over here in the command prompt as an administrator, it'll automatically put the code in for you, whatever you copied over here. Performance is fine, 60% GPU utilize. It just crashes. Yeah, so your power plan is not, it's not necessarily for like just your GPU and CPU performance. It's more about your entire system, like how much power draw you're like kind of allowing your system, like even when it comes down to your USB. So like if you don't select your USB to not suspend when you're using sim racing gear, especially, you know, USB sim racing gear, you know, it could determine, hey, you haven't used this sequential shifter in 10 seconds. We're going to shut this down. And then you go to play it, and then nothing happens, or it'll click in it, or it'll connect in and out, and then cause you micro stutters. But with what you're saying, Trev, I think like you said, like you just have kind of an issue with the game or whatever. Hopefully, it's not a compatibility issue. But my recommendation is to use artificial intelligence. You know, a lot of people are really hesitant to use it, but one of the ways I've been like fixing my computer, and it's really been helping because I'm so overwhelmed with all this shit. You just tell it exactly what you're experiencing. You take pictures of your screen, take pictures of your errors, and it knows exactly what to fucking do. And it's been amazing, and it's really allowed me to just optimize my PC in a lot of ways that I wouldn't even think of. And it helped me set up my whole PC from scratch. You know, and it's been helping me for every step of the way, and it's really amazing. You know, stuff that I would have to look on forums for hours to figure out one piece of. I just ask AI, and it looks through all the forums for me, and then figures out the best plan of action based on my specific setup. Like, I'll just tell it, hey, I have this component, this component, this component. I want it to work with this app, this app, this app. I want it to have this kind of performance. I want it to have 60 frames per second. I want it to have no stutters. And then it goes through every setting on my PC. You know, weird hidden settings that I've never even knew existed. You know, and then and now my PC's running great in a lot of ways. Obviously, like, I'm having hiccups now because I had to reset up my entire PC. And, you know, when you do that, you're just gonna have problems because, you know, certain drivers aren't gonna be installed, certain settings aren't gonna be activated that, you know, that maybe once were. But it's really cool. So to give you an example, if you can see, let me show you here. we're done with the stream, by the way. So in case anyone's wondering what the fuck I'm doing, we're done with the stream. So you can see my phone here. So, you know, I'll just go to, you know, Google. Let's say I have a problem. Okay, so Assetto Corsa rally keeps crashing. I have an i5. Would you say an i5 12th gen? Let's see if it comes up with something that you might not have thought of. 12th gen, 3070, 32 gigabytes RAM, Windows 11, 60% GPU utilized, and less than 30% CPU. Just crashes. Okay, so, and then I'll ask the AI mode or whatever. And then at this point, so it says, Assetto Corsa Rally crashes on high-end hardware like Intel i5 12th Gen, NVIDIA 3070, and 32 gigabytes of RAM are rarely caused by hardware strain. They usually stem from broken mod paths, incompatible custom shaders patch versions, or improper game engine configuration. Low hardware utilization confirms your components are idling because the software itself is throwing a fatal error and forcing a shutdown. Follow this structured troubleshooting sequence to isolate and fix the rally crashes. The vanilla baseline test. Oh, it thinks that you're talking about Assetto Corsa, not Assetto Corsa Rally. I'm talking specifically about Assetto Corsa Rally, not Assetto Corsa with Rally mods. The new game. Okay, it says, let's see what it says. My apologies for the misunderstanding. You're referring to the standalone Assetto Corsa Rally early access title developed by Supernova. Yeah. Because this new standalone title runs on a highly customized heavy Unreal Engine 5 build rather than the old Kunos engine, your low utilization numbers are the classic symptom of an unhandled engine exception, data pipeline bottleneck, or VRAM choke rather than hardware failure. Your i5 12th Gen and RTX 3070 are exactly at the game's recommended threshold, but the Unreal Engine 5 implementation is in its early access phase has known stability edge cases. Apply these specific troubleshooting steps to fix standalone. Clear the custom engine shader cache. So press window key R and then open the run box. Type local app data, hit enter. Locate the ACR or Assetto Corsa Rally folder. Open save and delete bytecode cache and pipeline cache folders. Restart the game. Allow the main menu to sit for a few minutes to silently recompile the shaders cleanly. Force DirectX 12 system framework parameters. Run as admin. Go to your Steam library. Right-click Assetto Corsa Rally. Browse local files. Right-click primary properties compatibility. Toggle run this program as administrator. Disable full screen optimizations. In that same compatibility tab, check disable full screen optimizations. Windows 11 presentation layer frequently clashes with dynamic resolution scaling in early Unreal Engine 5 builds. Mitigate 8 gigabyte RAM choking. Your RTX 3070 features 8 gigabytes of RAM. Unreal Engine virtualized textures, nanite, and virtual shadow maps can silently saturate the 8 gigabyte buffer. If VRAM spills over into the system RAM, the engine triggers an instant out-of-video memory crash to desktop without throwing an error message. So lower your texture quality from epic to high to medium. Turn shadow quality to, or turn off virtual shadow options if visible. Turn off motion blur. Use DLSS set to quality or balance to lower the native render resolution target, freeing up massive blocks of VRAM. Verify the integrity of the installation. Open your Steam library. You know how to do that probably. And then it asks, does the crash occur on the loading screen when entering a stage or mid-stage while driving? Are you running the game on a standard 1080p or 1440p monitor? Are you testing multi-monitor, ultra-wide? And then do you have Thrustmaster, Logitech, or Fnatic steering wheel connected? You set the setting low, make sure it wasn't going 100% and stressing the GPU, CPU. Anyway, this is how I troubleshoot nowadays. And if I have a specific error that pops up on my screen, I'll literally just take a picture of it and then it just tells me exactly what the error is. Right, like let's go to back to my device manager. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And then so right here I have a little exclamation point. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right here. So I have a little exclamation point right here called a generic Bluetooth adapter. So I'll just take a picture and then of my all this shit and then just see what it says and I'll hit OK. I won't even give it context. I'm just gonna send the picture and see what it says. Oh, it's an expert in a lot of ways, Trev. You should. It's fucking amazing. The image you sent reveals that your system does not have an Okay, so it still thinks I have an RTX 3070 based on the information I gave it. So I'm gonna say this is unrelated. What do I do to fix this? To fix the yellow warning triangle next to the generic Bluetooth adapter, you need to resolve a driver error or hardware state. Okay, so perform a forced hardware power reset, shut down, press and hold the computer's physical power button. Yeah, okay, yeah. All that shit. Install the proper motherboard, chipset, Bluetooth drivers. This is all pretty basic shit, but there's been so many times when it like gives me these really, really detailed kind of not abstract thoughts, but just like stuff I would never think of. Stop selling slop. No, AI is the absolute future. Like if there's times when you can disagree with what AI does, but you can't disagree with the amount of progress it's making in a really short period of time. If you do disagree with it, it might be for more because there is a certain level of defense the human brain makes because AI is a threat. So because AI is learning at a much faster rate than we were able to since we've been in existence, it's a lot of humans are not able to accept it fully, and I understand that because it's kind of scary, even if you're not aware of it. It's definitely not perfect, Trev. It's far from it, but it is 100% an amazing tool for the majority of people that, like for instance, someone that just got a PC that has no idea what to do. If you ask the AI the right questions in a structured way, they can help you, or AI can help you work your way through the majority of problems, even the really obscure ones. I mean, the only reason my PC works right now and all my USB ports work right now and all this stuff is because I asked AI how to fix all this shit, and now it works. You know, it took a good long while, but it would have taken me way longer to search through the forums. And like a clever uncle with a drinking problem. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to put it. But soon it will be your clever uncle without a drinking problem. And then afterwards, it'll be your clever genius friend that you can ask anything and he knows the answer to. And then after that, it'll, solve all of your problems all at once, Obviously, nothing's a perfect system, but you can't ignore and you can't deny that the level of progression that's taken place in such a short amount of time is impressive. And if you're not able to admit that, then I have a lot of friends that are in straight denial that just think AI is the worst thing in the world. And it can be if you look at it from certain perspectives. Like right now, I do agree AI data centers need to be, up in space rather than fucking down here taking up resources. I agree with that 100%. And it is making a lot of people's lives hell, like based on the location of the data centers. So there are negative qualities to it. And obviously it's making component shortage a really big problem for us PC people. And then obviously even like console players, all the prices are going up. There's a lot of negative qualities to it, but it's a transitional phase and no change comes without the Wild West portion of it, right? Cars, when they came in and replaced horses, it was fucking crazy, right? But then like, 5 years later or whatever, 10 years later, nobody was riding a fucking horse. Everyone's driving a car. But there's that transitional period where it's like, I'm not going to get rid of my horse. Why would I do that? And then now, after a period of time that goes by, it's going to get harder and harder to be like, okay, well, this shit sucks, because it's not going to suck anymore. You know, a lot of people were hating on DLSS 5.0, saying like, you steal the soul of a game. And now when people are looking at DLSS 5.0, they're like, okay, wait a second, this has some serious fucking application. And you know what I'm excited about is the ability to use DLSS 5 with fucking Assetto Corsa Rally and having photorealistic graphics just with a click of a button. Who doesn't want that? Especially for a game that doesn't need a soul necessarily. It needs to look like real life. You know, application is important, right? It's not like an all-purpose thing at this point. There are certain things it has weaknesses on, but I drive a Tesla. I haven't driven my car since I've owned it. It drives me everywhere. It's saved my life a couple times. It's avoided car accidents that I had no chance of avoiding. It's amazing. Like, AI is the future of transportation. AI is the future of game development. AI is the future of entertainment. You know, it's just how we apply it. And it doesn't mean you have to, right? Like, you can still go to a live show, enjoy some music or whatever, hang out with your friends. You can still do all the things you're doing now, but virtual entertainment is going to change drastically. And in between the transitional period, it's going to get fucking weird. It's going to get fuzzy. But once we get and move past that and move out of that weird fuzzy transition where there's no clarity, you know, things are going to get a lot better. Says you don't care about all the eco-worker stuff, to be honest. They just jumped the gun on data centers with current tech. Next gen will be much more efficient and clever. 100%, Trev. But you also have to take into account, Trev, that there is no right time, and the right time is always right now. You use items for stripping music. Not really sure. Oh, like asking it to make a song for you. But yeah, like what I'm saying, there's never a right time. Technology is never ready, and technology is always getting better. It's like the same thing. Like, you know, people are always like, I'm not going to upgrade. I'm going to wait till next gen until everything's resolved. But then when that next gen comes, there's problems with that. And then they're going to wait till that generation solves its problems. There's always problems, and there's always progress. So the right time is always right now. The right time to start is right now, and the right time to embrace is right now. Because, I mean, you shouldn't trust it 100% for really critical applications. For certain things that maybe it can't handle right now, like maybe for national security. I don't know, like there's certain instances like where you shouldn't trust it, but it's fully capable in a lot of ways depending on the system that you're using and for what you're using it for. AI music is pretty fucking cool. Like, I'm a musician, right? And obviously it should be a huge threat to me, right? Because I'm trying to promote my music. I'm trying to like make money off of it. I haven't been successful, right? I've been doing it for years, since I was a teenager, but I still enjoy putting out music and stuff like that. But I don't see it as competition, because it's just like something different, you know? And then who am I to tell someone else that this music that's been made by AI isn't music just because it wasn't made by someone by hand, right? A good song is a good song. I mean, let me give you a good example here. Like, what's that one? It was like a 70s. Oh yeah, AI 70s funk corn song. Like, I love corn, right? I think it's this one. Is it this one? Freak on a Leash, or which one is it? Let me click on one of these. Maybe it'll be related. But some of these are fucking amazing. I'm like, Jesus. Like, this is great. Is this it? Okay, I don't think this one's it. Oh, why am I on fucking Facebook? Let me see here. I've heard some pretty decent ones, Trev, but I would agree that the remixes are kind of better because it's kind of basing it on something, so it has like a framework to work off of. So I do agree with that. Corn, AI, Funk. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Where the fuck is it? See, now there's so many because like people were like, "Oh my god, it does this shit awesome." Like some of these are so cool. Damn it. I think it is Freak on a Leash. Gives me goosebumps when I listen to the one I'm talking about. Maybe if I hit watched. Corn. Where's fucking videos? Why is it like all shorts? Why is it so hard to fucking find? Okay. Oh yeah, those are great, Trev. I saw those. Let's just see what this one is, I guess. I mean, this already sounds fucking awesome. Like, the quality's great. Like, it's not top tier quality, but...
Oh, something takes a part of me.
Like, that's fucking awesome.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe something's ripped and taken from me, from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. You wanna see the light? Can't they chill and let me be free? So do
Let's see what the chorus is like.
Can I take away all this pain? You wanna see the light? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Woo! Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and
Okay, I don't like this one as much as the other one, but I mean, this is still fucking awesome. Like, awesome quality. Let's see what the System of a Down one is. Reggae System of a Down. Okay. Wow. I don't even... So this is... Okay, so this has such value to me because I love all these songs, but I don't like reggae. I don't really like blues that much, but it makes me travel outside of my comfort zone musically just to see what it would sound like my favorite songs sound like in other genres. And it's really fucking cool. Like, let's see. What's something more obscure that someone might have done? Actually, let's get to the vocal part of this. Let's see.
Looking at life through the eyes of a trier heart, eating seeds as a pastime activity.
That's great.
Toxicity of our city, Now, how do you want the world? How do you want the side of it now? Somewhere between the sacred silence and sweet silence and sweet.
Shit, that gives me fucking goosebumps because I'm like, damn, that's so good. Okay, what's something like obscure? Wait, how about Slaughter to Prevail? To prevail. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, let's do Oceano. Oceano District of Misery. Blues AI cover. Let's see if that exists. No, I don't think. Okay, so a lot of the okay, this shit's not gonna exist yet because a lot of people don't know about. These are a little bit too non-mainstream. Let's see. It says Radiohead and Pink. Okay, I don't know their songs, but let's see. Now I don't think I like Radiohead, right? But maybe I like Radiohead in a different genre. Let me see. Radiohead. What the fuck? Why does my keyboard not work? Radio. Oops. What's Radiohead's most famous? Well, let's see what the most famous song is. No Surprises. I don't recognize that. I'd probably recognize the sound of it. Okay, let's say Radiohead AI cover and just pick some random one. Let's see. Oh, Creep. I know Creep. Okay, so this is Dark Blues. Okay, I recognize like the melody, I think. Oh my god.
When you walked into the room, I couldn't lift my eyes.
Oh, Radio Dread.
You glow like something holy. I'm fading in the night.
See, I don't even really like this kind of music, but I'm like, okay, I'm digging this.
Ooh, just like a dream. In a world I'll never know.
So, okay, so picture this. I want to introduce a song, let's say like an Eminem song, right? And a lot of people don't like Eminem because he's got like fucking lyrics that don't sit well with everybody, right? Or maybe the music sounds too hard, too rough, or a deathcore band, right? Where it's just like, you know, like fucking insane music, but the lyrics are good, and the song structure is good, right? So you want to show it to your grandmother or whatever, and now you can show them a song maybe that they appreciate. You can even ask AI to do it yourself if it doesn't exist on YouTube or somewhere, right? You can be like, make a song in the style of this person with these lyrics, but make it in this genre, in your grandma's favorite genre, in polka. What if she likes polka? Make it in this polka song or this polka format. And then all of a sudden she's like, I do like this song. I like these lyrics. These lyrics mean a lot. They're powerful. The melodies are great. The harmonies are great. You know, like it's a cool way to introduce songs to people that. Okay, so here's Eminem, right? Okay, everyone knows Eminem shit. Let's say Eminem. What's a song that everyone hated when it came out? Like, because it was. Well, okay, let's just find something AI cover, and then we'll just click on one that makes sense. Without Me was. Without Me, okay, yeah, here we go. 1950s.
Yes. Who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
I mean, they even get the timing right. Like,
guess who's back? 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 Na 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 na. I've created a monster, 'cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I give you. A little bit of me mixed with some hard liquor. Some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shot at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. Hey, you waited this long to stop debating, 'cause I'm back, I'm on the. I know that you got a a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problems complicating, so the FCC won't let me be. Well, let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
Now, you could play this in the background of some whatever party you want, and people are gonna be like, okay, this is fucking cool. You know, like, if you, it's just really kind of, it turns every song, it's kind of like the multiverse for music. Picture AI covers as like a multiverse for music. You can have whatever song you want in whatever genre you want, and then you can modify it however you want. You can put yourself in the song. You can use your voice now. If you can't sing, you can just have it be like, replace it with my voice. Fucking put my face in there. It's the multiverse of music. And AI is going to open up so much medical shit, you know, medical breakthroughs. It's going to open up, or it's going to end the world, right? But I mean, you guys see the potential for like just amazing stuff. I mean, we have it right now, you know? Anyway, I don't think anyone's even watched this besides me and Trev, but it's been good talking with you, Trev. I think we agree on a lot of things, and we might disagree on some things too, but I think overall we can agree that AI covers are pretty fucking badass. I love them. And I've been scared to put in my music to see how closely AI can replicate what I do stylistically, and see if be like, oh yeah, that's something I would do, you know, instrumentally or vocal wise. Basically because I don't want to see my own reflection, but interpreted by AI. Like, I'm not really sure how to explain that. And I'm sure it's really weird for, you know, big artists like Eminem, right? Like, he's witnessing this. He's had his music accessible to millions of people for so many years, and now it's almost like his music isn't just his. Now his music is kind of like everybody's. You know, it kind of takes the single person out of the equation, and it makes it to where now this is everybody. And it's kind of like how I believe, you know, I'm becoming more spiritual as I get older, and I kind of feel like AI is almost a representation of what humans are. Like, we're a collective of thoughts, we're a collective of memories, we're a collective of progression. Like, we have a path that we're taking, but we're all kind of taking it together, but we're also all taking our own separate paths at the same time. But also everything we do still adds to our general path as the human race, right? Just like, so, you know, what I kind of envision happens when we die is we're kind of like something bigger, right? Like a lot of people that are religious would definitely agree with this, but like, we're just like a small fragment of some thing. It doesn't have to be like a physical thing or a physical person or physical being, but we're just like our spirit is kind of like a chunk of something larger than us, and then we kind of complete that chunk when we go back to it, and then we get recycled. You know, it's kind of like, what is it, samsara? There's a lot of religions that kind of agree on this, but I do believe we're kind of part of something bigger, and I think AI is the same thing. Like, AI is a culmination of everything that we know as humans, and it's merging into one thing that we have access to. And so now we have access to kind of like inside of other people's minds now through this technology. I don't necessarily think it's competition, Trev. I think it's more or less a tool, you know. It says your covers using Ableton will be better than AI for the next 30 years, I think, because it pushes us. Okay. I don't see it as competition. I mean, obviously for some things, you know, for people's jobs and stuff like that, like, people see it as serious competition. My firm belief is that that's part of the transitional period, right? AI is going to help us through the transition, and we're going to find different ways to occupy our time, and we'll have more value on what we offer to society rather than what we offer in our physical bodies, right? Like, so right now, your only worth is what you can put forth physically for the majority of people, like manual labor. That's what the majority of people have to deal with. if they're not able to utilize their brain to make the world a better place, or they just don't have the opportunity to show off their brain. There's so many smart people that get forced into physical labor jobs, right? Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but what I'm saying is the majority of people in the world, their only worth in society's eyes, in their community's eyes, is what they put forth energy-wise, physically. Like, how many bricks can you lay per hour? That's your worth, right? That's your value to your community is how many buildings you can make in a year, or whatever statistics you want to go by. But once physical labor is not necessary, and robots take care of that portion, we can focus on what makes each one of us unique, and what parts of us have value to us once our physical side doesn't really matter to our progression, right? So like musicians obviously will be important because the creativity will uplift the community, right? And AI will help with that too, right? Because just like certain tools that come about have helped people produce music, because not all of us could make music back in the past. We didn't have the funds for it. We didn't have the backing for it. We didn't have the support. But now that computers, same thing, same transition happened there. You know, if you like to draw parallels, when computers become more accessible, more people can utilize their brains to help their communities. And then their value increases because they have more ideas that they can put and plant seeds into their communities, right? Like modders, for instance. You know, it used to be that only game developers had access to computers, and then all the other people that had good brains for it, they didn't have access to it. But then computers got cheaper, and then now people can mod things, and they can code, and they can make their own indie titles. You know, a lot of people thought like indie games were going to be like a threat to developers, and honestly, it's uplifted gaming, because now a lot of indie developers have pushed AAA developers into changing the way they view game development, because a lot of people are like, hey, you can do things better if you do it this way, or be more unique with this. You know, every huge step we've taken technologically speaking, there's been a weird transitional phase where everyone fucking hates it, everyone's scared of it, and then comes the wide adoption, and then it becomes part of normal life, and then we move on as a society, and then we find our new place in the world. So I think our new place in the world is going to be, how much does your neighbor value talking to you? How much does your neighbor value what you bring to the community? Or like, do you have good ideas? Are you funny? Are you entertaining? Those things will have a lot of value when physical labor doesn't need to be done by humans. So it's scary, right? Because I'm a blue collar worker, right? I'm a custodian. I do building maintenance, right? I fix things. And then when robots are able to do my job 100%, I need to find a new place, right? But that's part of the transitional period, right? I'm part of that. I'm part of the world. I'm part of the transition that's taking place. It's going to be fucking weird for everybody. It's going to be weird for me. I'm going to be lost for a period of time. That's why I'm trying to set myself up for the future. I'm investing in AI technologies. I'm planning on buying robo-taxis when they come out. You know, a lot of people will disagree with me on that, like saying it's harmful to people's jobs, but that's the thing. You can't fight the future. The future is coming. You need to embrace the future and prepare yourself, otherwise you'll get left behind. And when you see something that's so large that there's no avoiding it, there's no ignoring it, you need to kind of hop on board, otherwise you're going to get left behind. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people that are too stubborn to recognize that this technology is going to be here to stay. Once this kind of stuff exists, it doesn't go away. You know, as much as governments like to shut things down when things get out of hand, there's always someone out there that has access to it. So once something exists, it never goes away. There's always someone that has access to it. So the fact that we have access to even a small portion of this is in our favor, right? I mean, governments and big companies have more access to AI than what we do, and they have way more tools at their disposal way more resources, but we have a little piece of it. And so we need to leverage the little piece that we have. And I really believe strongly that if you don't embrace it, you're going to fall behind. And just like I believe that our country should be keeping up with other countries with AI production. Because if we stop production of AI data centers and all that kind of stuff, like, it sucks right now. But if we stop, we're not going to be in charge anymore. And who knows if we still are even. Like, I mean, China's doing a damn thing right now. They're fucking really progressing quickly. And they're leaving us behind in the dust in a lot of ways, technology-wise too. So we don't want that to happen, though. We want to have say in what happens in the world. And if we slow down AI and keep on fighting it and make it to where, like, it's harder and harder for things to progress, we're going to fall behind, and then we're going to get taken over by other countries, and we're going to end up getting taken over by their AI that we may not agree with. So I think it's really important that we embrace it as much as possible. Says, using AI as a tool to realize your vision is cool. Yes. If you have an idea right now, you know, I developed a game recently with AI. I stopped funding it because I got frustrated with the company I was dealing with specifically. They were kind of raking me over the coals, or whatever you want to call it. But other than that, like, it was a really powerful tool, and I was developing my own racing game for mobile devices, and it was really cool. And I in a couple months, I made something that probably would have taken me years and years to even learn how to do. So it's a really powerful tool. And then I'm just some fucking guy. I'm not a coder. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was just telling it what I wanted it to do. Like, I'm like, hey, make it to where it does this. Make it to where the tires spin more when I turn 90 degrees, or what, you know, like, just telling it shit, and then, like, fine tuning it. And then it just knows what to do on the back end, because it is a computer. So it knows how to communicate with itself. Yeah, so I think tool is a great way to leverage your ideas and make them happen, especially right now when everything's so technology focused. If you look at your life nowadays, you know, really take into account how much you use technology, right? I mean, me specifically, I probably use more technology than most. But even the average person, even my dad, right? My dad doesn't like a whole lot of things going on technology-wise. He doesn't like AI stuff. He doesn't like my Tesla car that drives itself. He doesn't like a lot of things, and he doesn't trust a lot of things. But he's still using Google, and guess what Google is? Google's AI. You know, whether you want to use it or not, it's still using AI. You know, a lot of the content that he watches on certain platforms is AI. So there's a lot of his entertainment is AI. Like, even if you're getting rid of AI entirely from the conversation, technology is huge in almost everyone's lives. At least in America, North America, right? You can say that. Even our homeless have mobile phones, and like, I see homeless people all the time. They have, you know, blisters all over their hands and stuff like that, but they have a phone too, and they're on it, texting. They're on the internet. They're ordering stuff. Like, it's part of everyday life, and so, but there's still, like, a lot of people that are pushing back on technology. And they're falling behind, unfortunately, right? Says, won't be as good for general driving for another 10 years at least. No way, man. I own a Tesla. I haven't driven it in, only 6,000 miles. So I haven't touched it in 6,000 miles. I say, hey, Grok, take me here. And it takes me there. The only time I intervene is if I want to park specifically reverse, right? So I can charge my car. But no, man, it's, you're listening to the media, and if you haven't experienced it firsthand and you don't own it, like, there's a lot of edge cases, but, driving wise, I'm close, but, my car doesn't get tired. I get tired. I used to have trouble, like, I used to travel across the country and have trouble staying awake. And my car doesn't. Like, it takes me to the next charging station automatically. It maps everything out. I just tell it where I want it to go. It tells me if I can make it. It'll map everything. I went from here to Wyoming, to Utah, to Arizona, to New Mexico, back to Colorado. I didn't touch the wheel once. So that ought to tell you something. I went through violent dust storms. I went through obviously night driving. I went through low visibility conditions, super high winds, bad traffic, construction zones. The car is amazing. I got replaced, yeah. So the whole reason I'm investing in Tesla specifically, if you don't know about it, a lot of people don't know about it for some reason, is robotaxi. So my car, I'm going to employ my car, and I'm going to buy multiple cyber cabs when they come out, and then I'm going to employ my cars to drive people full time, so I make passive income. All I have to do is clean the cars out every once in a while. The cars will operate all day, induction charging. I don't even need to charge them. They just operate autonomously. And then since I own them, I get all the money from it. Well, actually, 70%. I think Tesla's planning on taking 30% of the cut for their network use and their AI use and all that kind of stuff. And they're taking responsibility for the insurance. So if it gets into an accident, it's on them rather than me. And then if you have certain maintenance stuff like that, like they're taking that responsibility too. They also are thinking about a 20-80 split. So they haven't finalized that. But either way, even if it's 50-50, it's still going to make roughly $20,000 to $30,000 a year if it's employed for full time, and the car only costs they're projecting $25,000 to $30,000 per car. So the car will pay for itself in the first year or so, and then you can employ it for even longer than 8 hours a day. That's just like average 8-hour day. And see, you're being influenced by the media, Trev. Don't listen to what the media is saying. Listen to what's actually happening. And big things are happening, and pay attention to it, Trev, because a lot of people are blinded by negative media. And so pay attention to the positive stuff, because if you have the funds to invest in something like that, you need to get ahead of the curve. Otherwise, the market's going to hit saturation. Market's going to hit saturation, and it might be too late to invest in that kind of stuff. So if it hits saturation, then you're kind of going to be left in the dust in terms of that particular market. So the people that are ignoring the things that Tesla's doing, SpaceX, all the companies Elon's involved with, they're treating it like a political thing. A lot of people hate him politically because of the stuff to do with like Donald Trump and stuff like that. But ignore that. My wife absolutely hates Elon Musk for a lot of reasons, for political reasons, for ideology reasons. She hates a lot of things, right? But she absolutely loves Tesla, and she trusts it with her life. And she was deadly afraid of it at first. That ought to tell you something. Her mother is going to invest in me investing in the cars because she trusts it that much. And picture what that's going to do for elderly. It's going to give them their freedom back. It's going to make it to where driver's licenses don't need to exist. You don't need to pass a driver's test. You can just buy a car, or you don't even need to buy a car because the cost of ownership is going to be higher than just ride hailing soon. You were all for electric, but you love your petrol now. I think gasoline engines are. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're good. I love the sounds. I love the technology involved in making an engine run right. But they're a very complex system, and I think they're pretty much at their peak in terms of efficiency. And you see it now a lot that newer engines are failing much quicker than older engines because the tolerances are getting so tight. And the EPA is restricting so many things that engines can't be good anymore. So I think engines are at their absolute peak of technology, and they're dying right now. And that's why you see a lot of newer cars that have way lower reliability than older cars. The tolerances are just too tight, and the materials used are just too precise. So if any one little component fails, the whole system shuts down. More hearse purrs. Nice. Yeah. Hey, are you a donut fan? I think that's a. But yeah, so picture so my grandmother, before she died, she was stripped of her mobility. She couldn't drive anywhere by herself. She was completely reliant on others. She was reliant on public transportation. She was reliant on Ubers. And I'm sure you've taken an Uber and not trusted the Uber driver. I have many times, like people texting on their fucking phone, people that are tired that have been driving all day and running off the road, people that are driving angry. I've had a lot of bad Uber experiences. I've had a lot of bad experiences with me driving, me dangerously driving, right? So you take all that equation out. AI doesn't drive angrily. It's not in a hurry unless you want it to be. It doesn't care who you are as the passenger. It doesn't care about your beliefs. It doesn't judge you. So my grandmother, we had to take her license away, and that stripped her freedom away. She was no longer able to go anywhere without us. So she felt like a burden on our lives. And she wasn't hip enough to know technology to be able to hail a ride for herself. She didn't know how to use phones. She didn't know how to use technology, basically. She was completely illiterate in technology. So she was left behind, and then she was forced to rely on her family, which is what family should be there for, right? But she herself always felt guilty, and she felt like a burden on us. And she would always say, like, I'm so sorry for doing this to you all. Like, I know you had plans today, but I need to go here for a doctor's appointment. But all of her freedoms are instantly given back to her if this technology succeeds and it's widespread, right? Think about from that standpoint, not necessarily for everybody, because like a lot of people, they don't like giving up control. But picture it as just being a passenger in a vehicle where you trust the driver, right? Like I trust my wife to drive me around. I trust her as a driver, right? I'm not in control. I'm in the passenger seat, or I'm in the back seat, or wherever I am, but I trust her, right? She can make mistakes, but I trust her not to, right? So AI takes out a lot of that, a lot of the human errors, like getting tired, getting sleepy. It takes away your vision because now you have 360-degree vision, and now you see all directions at once. And now you have a brain that's able to respond in nanoseconds compared to milliseconds, or whatever the human brain responds, right? You take out all the negative qualities of a human driver and you put it into the trusted hands of a driver that you trust, right? I had my friend drive with me blindfold. I tested him. I had it set for full self-driving for one of the trips, and then I drove one of the trips. And he wasn't able to tell the difference. He actually said that I had him do a blind test. I'm like, did you think A or B was smoother? And he was like, I think B was smoother, right? And that wasn't me. That was AI. So I picture myself as a good driver, right? I pay attention. I've never been in an at-fault accident. I've been in other accidents that, donut nice. LiDAR is a technology that doesn't need to exist, but I could see it benefiting some situations. A perfect example is you yourself probably trust yourself more than any AI or autonomous vehicle, but you don't have LiDAR in your brain. You're relying on your ears, your eyes, and your senses, and your physical touch. So the people that argue like you need certain technologies to make something happen aren't taking into account that different systems rely on different sensors. And if you optimize a system for a specific sensor set, you can optimize it to where it works good without certain sensors. But I saw the fake road test. If you're talking about the one by what is his name? Rober? Is it Rober? He was lying. he wasn't even on full self-driving when he did you talk about the Wile E. Coyote thing. He got a lot of hate for that video, and the people that actually know and own Teslas know that he was lying, and yeah, he got into some trouble for that. Are you talking about this one here? Let's see. Rober. I think it's Rober, right? Tesla test. Yeah, this one. Can you full self-driving car? He wasn't using full self-driving. He was using autopilot, and he was also, which is a different technology. and he was, you can see in his screen that he's actually disengaging full self-driving, and then also you can see on his screen that it's not, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I saw the breakdown of the video. Says stops in the road. So I've never had my car stop in the road. I've definitely never had that happen. So you need to take into account that there are certain cases where it's almost impossible to train for. So they're called edge cases, right? So the way that Tesla trains their fleet is they take the culmination of every Tesla driver's video feed and their sensors and stuff like that, and they basically train their AI on what drivers would do in normal situations, right? And there's some situations that have never happened, and they haven't happened yet. So it's really hard to train a system based on data that doesn't exist yet. So they can train it for like best, what is it called? They can train it for things that are similar to those situations, but like maybe not exact. So just like you yourself can't guarantee what you would do in a specific situation, it's hard to put any autonomous driver at fault for doing something if it's never experienced it before, or if it doesn't have enough data, or if it doesn't have enough training to be able to do something for it, right? So everything's getting better. I mean, if you've watched the progression of, just since I've been a Tesla owner, I've seen a huge amount of progression in things that were somewhat annoyances, right? Like, let's see, what would it do? It would, what's the one thing that it used to do? What was it? Oh yeah. So, when it would come to my work, it would go to the customer parking lot of my work rather than the employee parking lot. And then I taught it how to go into my employee parking lot, and now it doesn't automatically go into the public lot without me asking it to, basically. Like there's things like that I've noticed over time. It gets better and better at. So the things that we're complaining about now, won't even be an issue, months from now, years from now, So it's like, picture a toddler, put him behind the wheel, and see how he does, right? And then critique him and say, hey, you did this and this and this wrong. What's the chance that toddler is going to make all those corrections you told it, right? But when you teach a computer, you say, hey, you did this and this and this wrong, the chances are much higher that it's going to make a correction based on the information you give it. So computers are actually able to learn things at an accelerated rate that, like if you teach a teenager how to drive, it took my son a long time to drive, I taught him like piece by piece. I sat down with him many times, like kind of explaining a lot of things, and he still doesn't understand every rule of the road, but so humans take time, right? And then once that human gets to a certain age, they can pass information along, right? But once that human, the last human dies, information is lost. So with a computer, though, you teach the computer something, and then it knows it, and then so does the entire fleet. And then it continues to learn, and then the entire fleet continues to learn. So things can grow at an accelerated rate when it comes to computers because nothing is necessarily lost. It's just built upon. So when we build upon our societies, your father teaches you how to throw a ball, and maybe he's better than you at throwing that ball. Maybe he knows some secret technique that he didn't pass down to you, and then he dies, and then you're 60 years old, and now you teach your son or your daughter, and you can't quite teach them the same thing because information has been lost, right? So that's the benefit of teaching a computer something, is it knows, and now the whole fleet knows. Again, drunk uncle at best. So yeah, you have to take into account, Trev, that these technologies, even though they might seem like they've been around a long time, they're a blip on the Even as far as we go back in our timeline, this technology has been in existence for a microscopic amount of time. You know, picture how long it took us as humans to get to this point technology-wise. And then now take a look at how quickly technology has advanced in from like the 50s or whatever, the 60s till now. It's almost unrecognizable in a lot of ways. And it's like we have alien technology compared to what we had back then, right? We've advanced so far. So again, just keep in mind that even right now, when a lot of people are treating this as an infant, it's going to be an adult at some point. And it will be soon. So you say 3 generations, 10 to 20 years, and we'll be closer to expert human level. I don't agree with that at all. I think it's going to be much quicker than that. I think here, I'll give you an example. You probably already well familiar with this, but let me get the oops. Where is it? This one. You've probably seen this before, but if you haven't been following Figure, really follow Figure. Their advancements are awesome. This one's from 2 months ago. This is not like their newest version or anything, but this is Figure working autonomously. Like right now, he seems like he's an old man, right? But a little while ago, he was not able to do any of this. You can see that they lack a certain amount of precision, but of course, even that's gotten so much better in recent times. You know, these aren't people in suits. These are... I want to invest in this company, but they're not publicly traded, unfortunately. They have these robots working in factories, like doing package sorting stuff, like for insane amounts of time. I mean, see, like, think of the practicality, you know. So this seems like, you know, they're definitely moving slower than a human would, right? But pretend like you're 80 years old, 90 years old, and you're not able to do this stuff for yourself. But you have money, you can afford. Maybe you can afford, or maybe the government will subsidize these or something like that and make it towards affordable for like elderly, for care or whatever like that. You know, this robot or something like it in the future, when they're available to consumers, can help you keep your house clean, can cook food for you, can help you with medical problems. You know, robots are already doing surgeries and with insane amounts of precision. So if you're picturing, you know, bumbling robots and we're really far behind in technology, like we already have robots doing surgeries successfully, with very precise things that humans just can't do already, precision wise. And they're not necessarily humanoid robots. They're more like specialized robots for a specific task. But we already have robots fully employed doing crazy things that we just can't do already. So keep that in mind too. But I'm talking about consumer grade technology that's going to help us out in our homes. Because right now, you know, you can buy a fucking Roomba. You know, you can have it vacuum your shit. That's cool, right? And that's practical if you don't want to sweep or mop or whatever. But these things are coming very soon. Like in China, you can already buy robots that'll help you out with daily tasks and shit like that. But you know, America's a little bit further behind in some ways. But like, you know, picture this helping your grandmother when you can't make it over there because you're at work or something like that, or you're doing something with your family, or you know, why not? This is just showing that they can communicate with each other and work together in a cohesive fashion. See how they're making eye contact? They're able to, you know, do a task better because they're working together, just like we do. Humans, that's the same way we operate. We work better in groups, in herds, you might want to call it. That's how we're able to improve is we work together and we work with each other's strengths. So they're working in a similar way. You know, it's an example, like you can watch their kitchen one too. Says it needs to develop proper reasoning with long-term memory, possible, very expensive on energy. Memory. So what you're talking about, Trev? I think you're mostly referring to like the AI that we have available to us as consumers, like on Google, like on, you know, with Grok and stuff like that. But picture onboard memory, right? Like your computer. When you turn your computer on, it remembers what you did last. It remembers your settings. It remembers certain things about you. Same thing with robots. So it'll have onboard memory to remember certain things, and then it'll access the internet for things like that it doesn't necessarily need to know about you and your specific situation. Like just like you don't know everything in your mind and you have to research things on the internet, it's going to have a similar thing, right? It's going to know your name, it's going to know what your preferences are, like, hey, like this person likes the toilet seat down, he likes to eat eggs at 3 a.m. It'll have those things memorized, like the things that are important to your daily life, they're now locally. But the things that it doesn't need to know locally, it will use computing elsewhere. So that already exists. But I do agree with what you're saying. It says, watch the BBC comedy show called Android about elderly robot helpers. So that's probably gonna not be conducive to our conversation here, but that does sound like it's entertaining. I think I know where that's going. Yeah. So or let me show you the kitchen. You know, same thing in the kitchen. This was 6 months ago. And this is already an older model. I think this is Helix 02, and I think the one that we watched was Helix 3. So this is already an older model, and this is just 6 months ago. This is a different iteration of the robot. You know, but you can tell that they're trying to produce this robot for the average home. Like, picture not ever having to clean your house again, and you can just actually enjoy your time when you get home from whatever you're doing, work, when you get home from a party or whatever and you're tired, you get home from a family gathering, you don't want to clean up, your robot cleans for you. All it asks for is power. You know, you plug it in, and then maintenance occasionally. That's all it needs for it to satisfy itself, right? Like, we need food, we need water to operate. This thing, all it needs is electricity and battery power. And yeah, it's just like purpose built to help you in your daily tasks. You know, it cooks dinner for you when you don't want to. And again, this doesn't mean you stop cooking dinner. If you enjoy cooking dinner, the people are like, well, I enjoy cooking dinner. That doesn't mean you have to stop cooking dinner. This just gives you the option to not have to cook dinner if you don't want to. If you like washing your dishes by hand, you can still do that, right? I still wash dishes by hand. I do have a dishwasher, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wash this real quick with a sponge. It doesn't take anything away from you besides like it just makes everything optional. Like right now, I'm dedicating my time to live streaming. I don't have to do this. I want to do this. It gives me purpose. I feel satisfied doing this, but I don't have to do it. So I think this will, when this technology goes widespread and makes it to where, you know, it might bring balance to the world and make it to where people don't have to work, and working is somewhat optional, and you can just enjoy whatever it is you enjoy. And obviously that's the utopia version, and there's a dystopia version of the same future, which we don't want to happen, but that's also a possibility. And it's also possible that both things happen at once. It's utopia for some people, and it's dystopia for some others, which is likely that's what's going to happen, at least at first, for the big transition. But this kind of stuff is super exciting. And of course, it's not mainstream right now, because otherwise it would be available in everyone's home, right? It's not quite ready. But just looking at this gives me a lot of hope for the future. It gives me a lot of hope, and knowing that if my body fails, which it guaranteed will if I live long enough, some part of my body will fail, and I'll still be able to get certain things done around the house, or maybe, I'll be able to have transportation somewhere, like things. I'll still be able to do things, and that's what I look forward to in the future. Like, if we don't have enough population for our elderly, like, we're going to be elderly at some point. We're not going to, some people don't have grandchildren. Some people don't have children. Who's going to take care of you? Are your friends going to take care of you? Are your friends that are the same age as you and going through all the same issues that you are going through physically, are they going to be able to help you? Is your wife going to help you? I mean, she obviously would, or he or whatever your spouse is, right? But I'm saying, like, if you have nobody, this gives those people an option. What if you're the last person in your family and you lost everybody in a fire or something crazy, but you're still plugging on? This gives you hope for the future when you're older and there's no one else to take care of you. Not only for that, but for companionship. If it gets down to it, but there's a lot of good qualities about this, I think. It says force feedback wheels and racing accessories rarely work with sim games. Home automation is messy. Robots at home is going to take so. So the first step is going to be, obviously, they're going to implement these in like rich people's homes, people that can afford to have problems happen. People that can afford the robot, first of all, and people that can afford to have things broken. And then once that technology gets worked out, it'll work its way down to the average consumer. And then eventually, it's going to be the price of a car, right? And then, but the investment is going to be, it's going to be worth it, right? Because you pay a car basically for something that can do almost anything you ask of it. Now you have a personal chef. Now you have a maid or a butler, whatever you want to call it. You have companionship. You have a caretaker. You have a driver for you. You have a gardener. You have whatever you want it to do, whatever you ask to do of it, or whatever you train it to do in your home. It's the possibilities are infinite. So it's going to be a big infinite. What I'm thinking is they're going to offer a subscription model, right? Like, it'll probably get down to like $100 a month or something like that. And instead of owning it, they'll probably just like rent it. And that'll take care of like maintenance costs, so you don't have to maintain it. But everything's in steps. People, for some reason, a lot of people are incapable of looking towards the future. They're only able to look here. And I'm not saying this is what you're doing, Trev, but there's a lot of people I've talked to that refuse to understand that even if things aren't as they should be right now, and I know you said like, 10, 20 years or 5 years or whatever, you're given a timeline. So you definitely understand that things can get better. But I'm saying, like, a lot of people I talk to, especially a lot of older people, not calling older people out, because there's a lot of older people that are forward thinking, but they're not able to kind of like comprehend that, for one, that this technology exists right now. It's just not in the hands of the average consumer. But that it'll get good enough to where we'll be able to have this, generalized work is so hard. Doing a thing on assembly line is still where they're at. Sorry to burst the bubble. Yeah. So, but you can see right here, Trev, that the robot is not doing assembly line work. This is autonomous, right? It's been trained, just like if you were to train your kids, right? Like, hey, like, this is how to clean up after yourself, right? It takes them a while, but then they get it and they find more and more efficient ways to do things. This is the training part of it. So this right now, this robot is not doing assembly line work. This is far superior to assembly line work. This is very nuanced things. But once the complexity gets better and better and better, and the training gets better and better and better, and it has the rule set like implanted in its mind, like, hey, this is the things that are generally wanted of me, it'll get better and better and better to the point where you can just ask it, hey, this is my setup. Do this in the most efficient way possible without breaking stuff or without, pissing me off in some way. But you can see that it'll get better. It says AI bubbles popping, 5 years time bubble will be better 10 years plus as we get old, hopefully. I hope it's not going to take that long, Trev. Obviously, we can't, none of us can predict exactly what the future is going to hold. I can guarantee that this technology is coming and it's going to get better, right? Those are easy to predict, but we don't know the exact timeline. I don't think it's going to take 10 years. I think it's going to, 5 years, I think, is a long time for this technology. But I think price-wise, it's definitely not there yet to be in the average hands of like your everyday person, like your what you'd call middle class or lower class in the population. So I lost my train of thought. It's not there yet, but it's advancing quickly. It says we know market cycles of investment, though. You can see the charts, classic shape. Yeah, like I'm not talking about investment necessarily, Trev. I mean, I was talking about investment, getting in early, and you're right. There has been technology bubbles, in the past, and they've been similar shapes, but that doesn't change anything about the progression. There's always going to be companies working on progressing all technologies. Any technology you can think of, it doesn't matter. You can talk about any technology, and right now someone's working on making it better. Now the amount of people might fluctuate, right? Like right now, there's a ton of people working on it, and maybe 10 years from now on, I can't see less people working on it, honestly. I don't think that's realistic. But like stock market wise, yeah, I do agree that you can easily say like we see patterns here, but that doesn't change. Like the companies that are working on it are still going full steam ahead, fully invested in it, and the big companies, Figure, Tesla, I'm sure Meta's working on some shit. I'm sure, Boston Dynamics, like the big people where that's all they do. Like they're not going to slow down, and even if funding gets lower, efficiency gets higher. So as technology gets older, technology typically gets cheaper. Like, I mean, we're not talking about like the memory shortage and the component shortage right now. I'm talking about just in general technology. The older it gets, the more accessible it becomes, the more understood it is by the general population and by the people that know the technology inside and out, right? So, like I was saying, once one technology exists, it never goes away. Even if it falls out of favor or popularity, it's still there and it's still getting better. A good example of that, right, is emulation, right? Like you take old technology like the Nintendo 64, and there's a resurgence in popularity, and people are like making new games for it that are better than ever, that are better optimized for the system because we understand the technology better. Once we get a grasp on a certain technology, it doesn't, we don't go back. We constantly move forward. We might feel like we're going back in time when it comes to certain things like politics or whatever, like we're going backwards. Almost choked on my spit. But everything is constantly moving forward. Everything has a forward trajectory, even if it feels like things are moving backwards. So, and I think it's just a weird time right now. There's a lot of pushback, and there's a lot of things that people don't agree with. So there's a lot of obstacles, but that doesn't mean the companies that are working on it are slowing down at all, and it's just going to get nothing but better. And all the people that have been sort of naysayers and saying like even this wouldn't be possible, now those same people are saying, well, now this isn't going to be possible. And it's like, well, okay, and then a year from now that'll be possible, and then they're going to switch to something else. Well, this isn't going to be possible. Boundaries are always constantly being broken. And in my opinion, this is my concept. I'm sure someone's said something similar at some point. But I think if our human minds can conceptualize it, I think it's possible, no matter what it is. I think we're incapable of thinking of something that's not possible. So I think even if you come up with some weird concept that seems completely unachievable. I think at some point in history, as long as we live long enough to witness it, I think it will be possible to make whatever that is, whatever your thought is, happen. Do I watch Gamers Nexus? Yeah, I do. He hates pretty much anything to do with AI, which is weird because he's so deep in technology. He's on the computer train, and computers were told or foretold to end so many people's jobs, and people were protesting like in the streets about computers, a while ago. But now that computers are accepted in daily life, and we've transitioned to accepting them and integrating them into our lives, it's no longer a problem, right? So it's funny how like those same people that are saying AI is a problem, they're fully on board with computers being the absolute answer to everything. They're saying like, hey, coders' jobs are going to be taken by AI, right? But before, coders' jobs took over office people's jobs. And that was a big problem back then. So it's always a cycle of constant progress, and there's always a certain amount of people that are pushing back and not able to see the future. So it's kind of contradictive in my opinion, and I'm sure I contradict myself in a lot of ways. But for Gamers Nexus to contradict the progression of AI as being like an overall bad thing, like a blanket bad thing, is kind of ignorant to me, because computers in general and technology itself, if you ask some people, technology is the devil. If you talk to certain people that are heavily religious, everything to do with technology is the devil. Everything to do with technology is evil. But it's helped so many people, so just like any technology, with good comes bad, and with bad comes good. We just need to find our place in that space. Says latest video paints a bubble popping vibe with OpenAI trying to get the government invest. Oh yeah, I saw that. Getting too big to fail. Please bail us out in the future. Yeah. He wants a sustainable industry and friendly consumer market. Yeah, and unfortunately, to find so it's being compared to as the Wild West, right? So when you think of the Wild West, you think of lawlessness, you think of no real rule sets applying to anybody, and then when they transition from the Wild West mentality to rules, there was a lot of pushback, right, from the people that were used to the Wild West ways. If I disagree with you, I can shoot you. If I disagree with you, I can rape your fucking family or some weird shit like that, right? Like, that was the way that they were used to living. So when there was pushback and there was laws introduced, people didn't like it, right? But some people did, and they went on board with it. So right now we're in the Wild West of this phase of technology. So we're still finding what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, what we need from it, what we can extract from it, what we can make better. So right now, when I'm talking about the transitional phase, I'm referring to the Wild West of this technology. So right now, okay, this is a fake video. So right now, we are in that transitional period when we're trying to figure out the best way to do everything. And right now is not the best way, right? But if we fight the progress entirely and shut it down like a lot of people want, to just completely erase AI from human life, and that's impossible. Like I'm saying, once a technology exists, you can't get rid of it. It's going to exist in some form. You can lessen it, or you can make it more, but you can't get rid of it. Says we should stick to rally. The Amazons and eBays will survive and regain market share after 5 or 10 years. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of those companies are just like straight up investing in AI, and they're companies that are forward thinking, and they're embracing technology, and it's going to affect obviously their workforce, and it already has. So I'm curious to see once we get I work for the post office, USPS. So once robots are able to do, or trained to do, a letter carrier's job, that's going to affect the post office, and probably make it more efficient and better in a lot of ways, honestly. Make it to where people can get their packages and mail. I'm not saying USPS does a bad job of getting mail, but I'm saying like mistakes happen, and of course mistakes will happen with robots as well during the transitional phase, but things will get better. And once you train one robot, you've trained them all. You know, that's what I was going back to, like when you train one human, you just train that one human. And then once they die, they lose a lot of information that doesn't get passed along to their next of kin a lot of times. So anyway, yeah. DPD just lost my Mountoon brake pads. Oh, shit. Hopefully you can get that warranted or whatever. Anyway, so just so you all know, if we start talking about AI, Tesla, stock market stuff, technology, I'll probably get in this mode. So if you want me to focus more on rally, you know, you gotta not get me going on this stuff, because I'm very passionate about it, and I try my hardest to understand what the future holds. And of course, I mean, none of us can do that in reality. We can just try our best to try to predict. But I constantly try to figure out why things are happening and how things can be better, at least for my life and those around me. So, and I try to embrace certain things where I feel like there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential for bad things, like with any technology. There's a lot of potential for good things, like with any technology. You know, you look at anything in your house, and at one point it was probably a weapon of war or used in war. You know what I mean? Like a perfect example is like, hey, like microwaves are fucking great. And it's like, well, what was that used for? They probably used it for a weapon to try to melt people's brain and at some point in history, you know, like everything was developed. Well, most of our technology that we take for granted today and picture it as being like a perfect technology that never did any bad. And at one point it was used to murder people and hurt people, torture people. But as technology went on, we learned to harness certain technologies to use it for good, you know, and just like with anything, like firearms, you know, you can think whatever you want about firearms, but just as much bad can be done as just as much good. It's the levels are balanced out by what the people do with it rather than what the object does itself, you know, the item does itself or the tool does itself. So I blame AI. That's perfect. And who knows? Maybe that is what happened. I can't grab this fucking menu. Damn it, AI! I can't grab this fucking menu to. Anyway, good conversation, Trev, and I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate your input. And it's always good to never be blinded by something, you know, and treat it as, you know, entirely good or entirely bad. You always want to be aware of the dangers of everything so you can help protect yourself and others from happening in the future, whatever it may be. Just like, you know, I'll go back to firearms because that's a touchy subject for a lot of people. I believe firearms are great for defense, and obviously they're great for offense too, right? But I can't get my dock to. I can't switch my camera because my fucking OBS thing froze. Let me task manager it. Let's see here. Okay, I can't task manager it. Anyway, I'll just make this one last point. There was always firearms in my house when I was growing up. I was taught to respect them. I was taught to not fear them, but to respect them. There's a difference. Respect and fear is completely different things. Respect meaning you use it for what it's intended for. And weapons are to be used to defend yourself and others that you care about. So firearms were always a big part of my life. And I raised my son around firearms. There was always a gun within reach. and it was loaded and it was ready to fucking go. That's how it should be. And if it's not, there's no point in having it around. If you have to assemble your gun, it's if your gun is in your trunk, disassembled, the magazine separate, and then you have to load the magazine, it's fucking worthless. And that's you need to have your shit ready to go at any moment to be used for what it's used for, and that's to defend yourself. So I taught my son to respect firearms. I went and taught him how to operate them. I taught him how to shoot. I taught him how to be safe with them. I taught him how to defend himself if he had to. And it was always available to him his entire life. And he didn't grab the firearm and shoot his friends. He didn't, of course he's not mentally ill, because a lot of mentally ill people are the cause of majority of firearm shit. But and ignorance is a big thing. The fun of target shooting, yes, but ignorance is one of the most unsafe things about firearms, and it's people's fear that creates ignorance. Fear makes it to where people don't want to touch them. Fear makes it to where they're so scared that they don't want anyone around them to have them, because they're scared that it's going to blow up or it's going to kill someone, and not realizing it's a completely inanimate thing until someone operates it. And if everyone in the household is on the same understanding that it's to be used for defense and nothing else, and not as a plaything, not as a showpiece, not as a toy, unless you're going out to use it as a toy for range, for shooting and stuff like that, for plinking and fun, it's to be respected, and so you won't have any problems in that case, And then obviously, you want to, teach others around you the same things, like your friends and stuff like that. Like if they have ignorance, they could be a potential threat, right? Because they can find your gun or whatever, and they're like, oh, check this out. So their ignorance is dangerous. So the bottom line is ignorance itself is one of the biggest dangers, and that's why a lot of people get shot. That's why a lot of people shoot themselves. That's why a lot of people shoot other people on accident, is because they're not taught. They need to be taught, So I think that's one of the biggest problems. And my whole point with this is everything is dangerous if you are ignorant about it. So ignorance is... Actually, ignorance in general is just extremely dangerous. You walk up to an electrical box, you open it up, and if you're ignorant about what's in that electrical box, it'll kill you, maybe. But if you're knowledgeable about it, you can operate it, you can repair it, you can completely avoid it because you know better. But education is really important. So learning about your surroundings and learning about other technologies and stuff like that is what makes things better and what makes you better as a person. And then you can transfer that information to someone else, and it makes everyone around you better. So I can't remember my exact point about this, but basically just ignorance is dangerous, and all technologies can be dangerous if you're ignorant about them. That's my point. Says, guns and powerful cars need to be treated with respect, but guns are designed to kill, so need more respect. Yes, that's a good way to put it, because weapons... I mean, weapons were designed for defense, for attacking, for getting like animals so you can eat them and stuff like that. Like, weapons are tools. Cars and things are also tools to achieve things. So, and there's always parallels there. There's always like people make comparisons to that. They're always like, hey, like, cars are just as dangerous, and they are, in the wrong hands, right? Anything can be dangerous. But yeah, anything that can cause others harm, even if it's just like mentally or emotionally, should be treated with respect. Your words should be treated with respect, right? Like if you're directing your words at somebody intended to hurt, you can hurt someone more with your words than you can a weapon. You can stab someone, and as long as it's not a vital spot, they'll heal up. They'll remember being stabbed, and they might be traumatized by that, right? But you can say something to someone and it can stick in their mind for the rest of their lives and alter their entire path of life. You know, just one word or one phrase you can say to someone, one sentence, and you can change their entire trajectory in their life, for the good or for the bad. But words are powerful. So everything should be treated with respect if you want to really boil it down. But I'm just kind of, I'm being all philosophical, and I'm getting tired, and I got to fucking exercise. Anyway. I want to be a podcaster. No. A lot of people say I should go into podcasting, but I think I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I'm enjoying my life, so I'm just trying to always work on bettering myself physically and mentally, and that satisfies me. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. I love you, Dad. If you're still there, thumbs up, Dad. Thank you, everybody, for the comments. If you're still in the chat, sorry we got on like a whole different topic. And I'm kind of, I'm hungry right now. I want to eat something. I want to eat some Culver's or something. Anyway, a waxing poetic. Love it. Thumbs up. I'll see y'all later, and yeah, man, let's play some more, Trev. Now that I got my shit set up properly, we should have less issues next time we stream. This was my first sim racing stream with Windows 11 since I reinstalled Windows 11. So I think a lot of the things are ironed out now. We can have a more successful stream. So not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, I'm going to be doing another stream, and we'll do another multiplayer and see if I'm going to try to announce it ahead of time so I can set people a time so we can get some people like right away expecting to come into the stream. Maybe we'll do a little tournament. Maybe we should do a little Assetto Corsa Rally tournament. Oh, that'd be fun. And we'll have a community-based stages, right? Like whoever's in the chat gets to choose where we go and the weather conditions. And then we'll just do like a basic point system. If there's 10 of us, maximum points you can get for first stage is 10 points. And then if you get last, it's 1 point. We can just have a simple point system, and then we'll do like a little tournament. How about that? That'd be fun. Anyway, okay, I'll see y'all later. I'm going to try to set up a time for everybody, and see you in a couple days. See y'all. Bye.